I think Logitech added these bright and contrasting action keys to increase everyone's awareness of its LogiOptions app. This is obvious from the fact that when you unbox the keyboard, the top cover already has a statement that prompts you to download their app. And even if you missed it, there is another sticker on the action keys that gives you the link to their LogiOptions app for you to download. If you're new to the LogiOptions app, it is a software that lets you create smart actions and AI actions to enhance your workflow. A smart action is basically a sequence of events that you can configure, and with the press of a button, those events will fire off automatically. For example, as a content creator, the three apps that I use most frequently is Canva for thumbnail design, CapCut for video editing, and Notion for script writing. I can create a smart action that opens these three apps, then I assign it to the home key so that next time when I press on the home key, these three apps will open all at once. If there is a website that I visit frequently, for example, like maybe YouTube Studio to check my YouTube stats, I can create another smart action that automatically opens Google Chrome, type in the YouTube Studio link, and press enter for me automatically, and it will just bring me to that website. I can see how this feature can help a lot of people save time, because if you have repetitive tasks in your workflow, then these are actions that you can create in order to make everything more automatic and save you a lot of time. Another feature is the AI actions, which is basically a prompt builder that you can use to create default prompts that you frequently use for ChatGPT. For example, if I use AI to check my grammar a lot, I can just create a recipe with the default prompt of check my grammar, then I can put a paragraph inside it. When I press enter, a small ChatGPT window will appear where I get my response, and I can also interact with the ChatGPT even further. Unfortunately, there's no support for other AI models like Gemini and Perplexity, so you are restricted to whatever AI model OpenAI offers. And frankly, I would really question the utility of this feature because a lot of apps that I'm using, like let's say Microsoft Outlook, Microsoft Word, Gmail, and like Notion, they already have their own AI features built into the app already. And now that Apple has released Apple Intelligence, which is largely based off OpenAI's AI models under the hood, you can also access AI very easily on your Apple devices without needing like this kind of smart actions to help you open up ChatGPT more conveniently. So frankly, I don't really see the point of AI actions, but I can see how smart actions can truly be beneficial for someone's workflow. But then again, with practically every other Logitech keyboards, you can replace the function row keys with smart actions as well. There's no compelling reason to buy this keyboard specifically, except if you foresee yourself creating a lot of these action keys. Because by having 4 dedicated action keys on the keyboard, you now have 15 customizable keys instead of the usual 10 to 11 on the K380S or the MX Keys Mini. After using this keyboard exclusively for about a week, I can tell you that the typing experience is comfortable and easy to get used to. The amount of key travel and firmness is similar to the K380S and the MX Keys Mini. However, the arrow keys have the same shape as the letter keys, and they are seated underneath the Enter and Shift key. Because of this reason, it was quite confusing for my fingers initially because I'm used to the arrow keys having a different size, just like those on the MX Keys Mini and the K380S. I would also hit the up arrow key accidentally sometimes when I'm trying to press the Shift key because part of the Shift key has now been occupied by the arrow keys. But actually, this sort of layout is quite common amongst mechanical keyboards, and this is called the 75% layout, where there is an additional column of navigation keys. This accidental pressing of the up arrow key was something that I also experienced when I was trying to get used to the MX Mechanical Mini, which also uses the 75% layout. So if you're coming from a mechanical keyboard with the same layout, then you might get used to this a bit more quickly. When it comes to typing sound, this keyboard is a little bit more clicky than the ones on the K380S and around the same level of clickiness as the MX Keys Mini. It is still relatively quiet, making it suitable for typing in a co-working space and also in the library. Here's a sound test for you to listen to it for yourself. And like most Logitech keyboards, there are 3 connectivity keys at the top that lets you connect and remember up to 3 devices. Unfortunately, there are no backlights on the keys at all, and I think Logitech is reserving the backlight feature for the more expensive keyboards like the MX Mechanical Mini and the MX Keys Mini. The amount of tilt on this keyboard is not adjustable, and the tilt is created by the rectangular block at the back, which have a similar design as the ones on the MX Keys Mini. For power, this keyboard does not use rechargeable batteries and instead use 2 AAA alkaline batteries, which should technically last you for 36 months according to Logitech. You can also monitor the battery life on the Logitech's LogiOptions app. In terms of weight, this keyboard weighs 530 grams, which makes it 24 grams heavier than the MX Keys Mini and about 100 grams heavier than the K380S. This keyboard is also thicker, longer, and wider than both of those keyboards as well. Here is a visual comparison with some of the other Logitech keyboards that I have. The larger dimensions and heavier weight is likely because of the additional action keys on the right side. And although it is perfectly possible to put this keyboard in a backpack and carry it around, the weight is certainly noticeable when you carry it for longer periods. The entire keyboard is made out of partly recycled plastic, and the letters on the keys are stickers instead of engravings. The plastic is also sturdy and difficult to bend, so it does feel quite well made. I think you should be getting this keyboard if you foresee yourself adding a lot of these AI actions and smart actions to your keyboard. Or if you find the circular keys on the K380S to be too uncomfortable and you want keys that resemble the traditional squarish keys, then this keyboard might be a suitable one for you. But if those 2 conditions don't really apply to you, then you are paying more for a larger and heavier keyboard with a typing experience and battery life that isn't too different from the cheaper K380S keyboard. If you think that the K380S might be suitable for you, why not check out my review video of it, because I think it is the best value keyboard to get right now. I'll be waiting for you in the next video. See you there.